All right, now I wanted to mention this all cash for reparations. Becky Burbs, formerly known as, I think she was 45% of the white women that didn't vote for Donald Trump. And she says one of the things that we both admire is Sidney Poitier. In one of your videos, you said you admire Mr. Tibbs. I admire him as well. That is something else we can agree on. And Mr. Tibbs, Sidney Poitier, is a person who came from limited means and limited educational background and was able to basically reinvent himself. The same, I don't want to say, because I don't know how much Ray Bradbury reinvented himself, but they both had access to the public library, and they both put in lots of work to make them who they were. And there are plenty of people out there that you can look to that made something more with the limited resources that they had. And one can do the same. I mean, there's plenty of free education out there on the internet that can help you think properly and maneuver properly and just kind of get into the swing of things. I am fasting today, and it's going to be for 17 hours, but my blood sugar was over 100, and hopefully I can get it lower than that, and then I will maybe eat something. But I'm doing what Howard, the thing, he was every 17 hours I'm eating. So that's my goal right now, is to eat every 72 hours. I feel my hunger pains starting to grow. And that's what I'm working on now, is my hunger pains. And hot water did not work. So the shower was rather cold today, and I did not enjoy that at all. And this person also said, Stoic, so I'm supposed to feel intimidated or ashamed by a meme. You do understand that woke is giving a damn about socioeconomics of blacks. And again, to care about a subject, sometimes to care about a subject, some people can care about a subject and not necessarily still not doing the right thing. And not look at the whole picture. People can think that they're right and want respect. I remember I was at a job, and there were plenty of people that would disrespect me and say really awful things to me. And at first it was rather hurtful. And then I kind of had to remind myself, I'm here for a paycheck. I'm here for respect. Respect comes from my friends and my family, not anybody else. That's why one thing, you should not loan your friends or your family money, because then, well, they're not going to respect you. You get your money from a bank for the most part. I mean, there are exceptions to the rules, but I think that those who habitually depend on their friends and their family, not always the best thing. But you know what? For the most part, I can say I don't care about what other people think. But there are sometimes when I do, and I deviate, and often when I do that, I regret it. You know, I'm going to do a movie show pretty soon, and I think one of the things I really want to hit on is standing up for yourself and how that's not always the best idea, how that can be more harmful than good. I'm not saying be a doormat, but put your ego aside sometimes. And that's hard to do when you're filled with emotion. I'm better at it, but I'm not perfect. And yeah, so again, I am fasting, uh, eating less food. I think I'm going to eat once this podcast is done. And then I will might do another show. But I hope individuals gain something from this. And if they don't, that's fine too. A lot of people say that my show is boring, and it's one of the things when you go on here, when you go on. I mean, and none of these other people, by the way, have podcasts, and I'm not saying that they should or they shouldn't, but I certainly would like to see. I certainly would like to see people do it themselves. Show me in practice what you mean, particularly Howard. I know he's done one before, but he could have his own YouTube channel and he can talk about all the things. I said a movie review that I should check out is Isle of Dogs by Wes Anderson. I like Wes Anderson's many of Wes Anderson's films. I have not seen that one, but I will definitely pick it out. He's an interesting filmmaker today, and lots of things you can gain by films, but a lot of things like again. This has been going on for time immemorial where you stand up to the bully. And in reality, a lot of times the bully can kick your butt. So it's not always a good idea to do that. Anyway, this is going to be a rather short show, like usual. But this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.